Alright, guys, I'm just going to do a quick video to update my other videos I deleted because I had some old ass videos that were like freaking 3 and 4 years old and shit that I deleted. This is going to be just another one of my updated videos on a particular subject about marijuana. Like, first, I am all for, medical marijuana. Like, there's now what they're doing is taking certain things to extracting certain things out of marijuana and not even using the getting high elements to actually make medicines. And now you can even give it to your pets. They're working on that. I'm all for it. I mean, if you want to make medicine, I have friends people I work with in the past that I get along with, that I smoke it, people that smoke cigarettes. I'm one of them guys that, it depends who it is. It's people you know, but I'm also liked a lot the Henry Rollins rule, that really speaks to me too. I do have that attitude, like, I can give a fuck, it's just a fucking plant. What Henry was actually really saying is, like, I don't know, whether it's drinking or cigarettes, it's like my mother with her cigarettes, I couldn't fucking stand, but yet I have friends that smoke. The drama over cigarettes that made me quit smoking when I was 17. People bum cigarettes, like, fuck you, I'm quitting. Like, everybody would bum a cigarette off of you, right? And then you catch them, even your own family members catch them with a whole bunch of cigarettes. You fucker. So that's what kind of made me kind of like I am now, you know what I mean? But yet, some people that smoke marijuana, even though I'm fair with people, they'll give me shit looks because what it is, to keep my yammering short here, I was also watching one of Henry Rollins' newer videos where he's at that meeting or summit or whatever for medical marijuana, like some big, what do you call it, big gathering for that. People were commenting on there, oh yeah, they commented that old quote, which I still like, and oh, he don't think like that now. But I kind of believe that you can think like that old Henry Rollins rule, because I'm like that, but I'm only like that with these assholes that, for example, they were making comments on that Henry Rollins video now, oh yeah, now it's recreational marijuana, like the recreational stuff is being legal, and the state's going to be gradually legal everywhere because now states like my state, Pennsylvania, are hurting for money, and they want to do it because they're desperate to waste money. But anyway, they're making these comments all arrogantly, like, oh, it's going to be the holy sacrament now. But when people do it like it's a religion, people are saying, like, the same way I am about fanatical religion and fanatical atheism and fanatical feminism. Now when it becomes a religion that you're going to shove down my throat, I'm like, fuck you. But like, yet you've got friends and people that out of favoritism that are cool, and you're like, I'm like one of them, oh, if they're more like so-and-so, that's okay, but, because, like if you have your own stipulations and don't kiss ass, whether you're in the marijuana smoking crowd or the religion crowd, which I tried and visited many religions in the past. If you hear some of my friends on here, I considered making little videos that nobody else gives a shit, just to them to communicate that, If I talk too much now, it'd be some long ass video, but my point is, like, I don't give a like, my version of the Henry Rollins rule, I can give a fuck. I mean, you got friends that smoke it, I can give a fuck if you do. I don't hate you if you do, so if you're one of my friends. But if you're like them people with peer pressure, like back in school, or you got the overgrown people that you work next to that want to act like back in school, that are going to try to shame you because you don't smoke it, or, well, some people don't just do marijuana, they go pills, and maybe they drink more than you, as opposed to maybe somebody like me that once in a while, you're passing some restaurant, bar where you smell food in there and you have a beer with the food, and if it's like that, you don't drink enough, or you don't smoke enough, or you don't smoke enough marijuana, or you'd rather put a nice stereo, or maybe if you don't smoke marijuana or don't cut down on cigarettes, you can maybe make payments on that nicer car, which you normally couldn't afford or you can barely afford. Oh, they look down on you even though they act like they tolerate you and it don't matter that you don't smoke marijuana. They'll get passive aggressive. I've seen that before, passive aggressive and little teeny I'm just kidding remarks, and then you say something like you're joking back and they give you a shit look like you're all, or try to grin like they're not mad or not trying to hide their little shit look. People play all their games, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm one of them, like, I'm into that old Henry Rollins rule, the modified version. I mean, it regards, I don't know, maybe some of you guys that smoke marijuana left certain crowds like that stupid drama. It's like, fuck you, I'm leaving, you know. But the stupid drama, I mean, even people's cigarettes, I mean, I'm basically like that. I'm one of them people that you can get shit looks because tolerating and not being prejudiced against somebody who does smoke or does believe this or that. You're willing to tolerate, but yet you walk around with this chip. They don't like you get this shit look because you don't bow to, you don't worship at their altar, just as bad as the religions that are like, oh, you accept Jesus Christ for particular reasons like that, you know, like the Doobie Brothers song, Jesus is all right with me, you know. But yet the religions that try to say, oh, you don't worship at their altar and believe in Jesus the way they do and associate, you walk around with some chip on your shoulder and have your own beliefs. Oh, you're going to go to hell because you don't want to be graced with their presence and attend their religion and maybe dress in them dorky collared shirts, or the younger, more progressive Christian walk around with the khaki shorts and skinny arms and legs and some yellow t-shirt with those little sleeves and skinny little arms and stupid haircut and attitude, like one of them I met, you know. Just throwing that in there too, because this is a bunch of subjects I can make in separate videos, and I'm just telling you in a nutshell, you know. I'm being fair at the same time, but you know what I mean. I have the I can give a fuck way, and what I mean is I can give a fuck. I could give a fuck if you're somebody I know, but then when it becomes a religion and you're intimidated or shamed into smoking or drinking or smoking anything or taking pills, if you feel you're shamed into, or feel like you're going to be alienated, like you're not going to have no friends, and even in some of the workplaces where they supposedly get drug testing, yet people still do all that stuff anyway. If you're going to be in a workplace, oh, you're some lesser person if you don't, like, you're regarded as somebody that's selfish and stuck up, and you think you're better. Oh, he must think he's better than the rest of us. Like, there's an element of it that can become the law of the land, no different than the government or religion, with social power and intimidation with no check on its power. You know, one thing takes over too much. That's what my attitude on it. And so I just look like some asshole with an attitude. Oh yeah, you tolerate us, but